Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. In the last episode we faced off against our first major boss, U-Mos. We got ourselves the dark suit, which makes it a lot easier for us to traverse the dark world. And we made our way back to the temple grounds. So our goal in this episode is going to be finding the next area that we need to go to. So, that will require us to head in this direction since the other path is blocked. So we're still looking for, I think, one more trooper log. And, oop, got the instant unmorph. But, let's see, we can finally move this thing, now that we have the light beam. There's no reason for us to go into that portal just yet, but you know, we can just open it up now. There's no reason not to. So the first piece of business, you know, that one missile expansion that I kind of pointed out in the past? Well, now we can actually go and get it. So you just have to make your way up to here, kind of walk around, and there's a morph ball tunnel right here. That will lead you to the expansion. And now that we have that out of the way, some more wasp hives around, but not really of main concern to us. We're gonna make our way back up to the Great Temple. Now I'm pretty sure you can skip these opening cutscenes. Not this part right here, because it's actually loading the next area, but I'm pretty sure you can skip this part. At least once you've seen it already. Yeah, maybe we just haven't. And we should have, though. We've already taken this elevator down once before. So, if you remember, we had a morph ball tunnel here that we couldn't do anything about because we didn't have the bombs. But now that we do, we kind of jump up here, and at the end of it is another missile expansion. And that is the way forward. Thank you to the mini-map for telling me the right way to go. So, we can now go this way to Torvus, because we have the Amber hologram. Can't go through that door just yet, and we actually can't go forward until we talk to U-Mos. So let's go and do that, because otherwise we can't go forward. He's here waiting for us. Now we get to see the fruit of our labor from the other side. I thank you for restoring energy to the Temple of Agon. Your valor honors the Luminoth, those who have passed and those who remain here under my protection as they sleep in deep stasis. Be on guard, for the Ing do not suffer defeat lightly. They will surely seek revenge for your actions. With the energy lost from the desert region, they will increase their efforts in other lands. I have detected unusual amounts of Ing activity in the Torvus sector. The enemy is on the move. The swamplands of Torvus are treacherous and can hinder you considerably. Bear this in mind as you move through the bog. Seek the Temple of Torvus. More knowledge awaits you there. May the light of ether serve you well. Alright, so our next destination is Torvus Temple, which we will finally be able to actually go to because, you know, the light blocking the door will be gone. And that's what the light that blocks the elevators, if you try to leave the area with the energy, that's what they look like. So I got to, inadvertently show off what that's like. So there's a light crystal that we have to move. And we have some new enemies here. These are Harmony class drones. They were previously Pulse Bombus in Metroid Prime. They changed the name here. Roving mechanoid with energy-based attacks, avoid direct contact. The Luminoth designed the Harmony units to be free-roaming, independent cleaning units. They use focused energy beams and kinetic pulses to perform their duties. Unfortunately, they now consider all living things as filth that must be cleansed from the world. So basically they'll just drop some projectiles every now and then. If you use your charge beam, they will come close to you, so just make sure that you're not holding your charge beam too long, or else they'll just kind of ram into you. Otherwise they're not too dangerous. But we're back here in the temple grounds. Once again, we have another translator door. And more wasps. Alright, now that we have that taken care of, there's a lore entry up here on the ledge that you can scan down here from below. We can't get up there quite yet, but luckily our scan visor can. Luminoth lore translated Cataclysm. Starborn terror burnt through the heavens and struck Ether with an untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Ether held. There was a great devastation, however. The green plains of Aegon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvus was engulfed and racked by the sea. The skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land. So it seems like, more sandbats, but it seems like Aegon used to be a more fertile area than it is now. Which is unfortunate. Now we can't go to the right here because there's a door that we can't open, so our only way forward is this way. And coming into this room, again, there's another door that blocks our path. Of the same type as all the other ones. There's some, warwalks. We love seeing this. But we also have a portal, so it looks like, that is our only option. What I find interesting about this cutscene is that no matter which suit you have on, it still does the orange for when, it's kind of breaking Samus down. Regardless of the fact that, we're now wearing the dark suit and not the various suit, but it's just a minor detail. So you can see, traversing this area without the dark suit would have been a lot more difficult, especially with these Inkclaw. An interesting thing to note about these Inkclaw is that they make kind of a gassy sound if you don't have the dark suit. For when you only have the light suit, or not the light suit, but the various suit. And if you get the light suit without the dark suit, then it'll still make that noise even though they don't affect you, which is just kind of an interesting thing to note. So here we have another new enemy. These are corrupted Sentry. Darkling possessed armed monitor system used by the Ing to protect key areas, can be stunned by most weapons. Charged light energy will destroy the target. So you can destroy them with the light beam, you can stun them with just regular shots. The Ing learned how to possess them and turn them on their former masters. Many still remain throughout Dark Ether, now serving the Ing as they served Luminoth before them. Most weapon types will stun the Sentry Eyes. Only charged light energy will destroy them. So I'm just going to be reckless and through here and actually lose about 60 energy for it. But our end goal is here. Nope, we missed this one. No, wait, it came back. No, darn. A bit of a puzzle here. Now I'm gonna have to see if I can remember how to do this. That one. Okay, yeah. So what you're gonna want to do is roll all the way to the third one on the right side and basically just do them in order. Because once the gates go down there on the left, you can't reach that bomb slot from the other side. So you need to do 3 of them from the right side here and 1 of them from the left. Because the gate for this one is on the right side of it instead of on the left side of the bomb slot. And once you activate all 4 bomb slots, we will activate ourselves a lift. Now you can actually stand right next to these elevators, or at least you can in Morph Ball, and get healed by them. But we have kind of a long tram ride here, so you have another opportunity to scan Night Barb. Here they, will also give you health drops, so. Haha, I didn't get hit by a single one on the second wave. I think there will be 1 more before we reach the portal that we're looking for there. Alright, 2 for 3 is not bad. Of course, I like how the light from the portal being active is present in the cutscene. Yeah, that whole area is really difficult to do with the various suit. It's possible, but it takes up a lot of health. Right, so once we get back to the light world, we have some space pirates here that are getting possessed. But luckily for us, now we have the light beam, which is a lot better at dealing with them. They did lose quite a bit of health there. If we try to go back to this door, we'll see that the same blast shield is blocking it now as it was on the other side, so I think we've actually locked ourselves in here. We can't actually go back for now. We have another Pirate Grenadier, so if you miss the scan back in the Aegon Wastes, you can catch it here. And this block, I think you have to shoot it. Okay, the one that we shot that was blocking this door, I think. Did it move over there? Maybe it did. In any case, you want to shoot the one next to the door so you can unlock that for later, and then this one you actually need to get back up and make progress. Got a little bit of water here, we just need to jump over. Alright, so this room is called Path of Eyes. And we have a translator door in front of here. And there is a Morphball tunnel right here. That's just a shortcut to skip the rest of this. That kind of, it's not really a maze since there are no like branching paths. It's just one linear corridor, but you can basically skip that entire corridor. Is what that allows you to do. So we now can go to Torvus Bog. I didn't really talk about it much in Aegon. Music in Aegon is not personally my favorite. I mean, it's not bad, it just doesn't do as much for me. In the next 2 major areas of the game, I like the music a lot more, and I'll probably be commenting on it. So, like in Aegon Waste, you can actually scan these Torvus bearer pods in the elevator room. Living storage units of Luminoth. Durable platform grows around useful items. Produces deadly cloud when destroyed. The hard outer shell can be shattered by weapon fire. Luminoth use the hardy plants to store supplies for operations in Torvus Bog. They are resistant to harsh chemicals and diseases that run rampant in the swamp and emit a deadly cloud when destroyed. This has discouraged their consumption by local animals. So basically, just don't be close to them when you destroy them. The cloud lasts for about 3 seconds. So that's basically all there is to do. There's this kind of giant turbine here. It's part of an air purification system. Unit is still active. Looks like it needs maintenance. But that's not our job. We've got some shriek bats on the ceiling here. This is actually probably a good place to scan them because you're close enough to scan them here without them triggering and launching at you. They will keep respawning in this room, so if you miss, the scan, then you can always just reload the room and try to get them. Up high, though, we have a Torvus hanging pod, a field cache for the Luminoth military, designed to hold crucial munitions and supplies for Luminoth warriors. Some may still contain useful items left over from the war. Though many have been raided since then, some may still contain useful items. So all you have to do is kind of shoot them a bit. They'll detach from the ceiling, and then you can get health and ammo from them. So we're almost at 50% of the scans already. But as we walk into this room, we'll get our introduction to the area, which I'm just going to let the music play. Alright, so once we get into this area, you can scan. We have some new enemies here. Once you walk forward, they will kind of fly out of the water and start attacking you. So just easier to do it before you do that. These are shredders, exploding flying plant. Durable plant form seeks enemy targets and flies toward them, exploding on contact. The shredder spends most of its life in the earth. When agitated, it will spring from the ground and then begin to fly towards its foe. Should it reach its target, the shredder will explode with considerable force, releasing a cloud of thorns as it does. Shredders are resilient, but can be eliminated with concentrated weapons fire. So basically, they're going to try to fly towards you, and you can just kind of shoot them back. And once you shoot them enough, they'll explode. So, another bearer pod. We also have a lore entry. SDLY. Testament. They transfer for your logbook. They came to the lagoon in the night, delivering true death blows before I could detect them. As my life faded, I sent a call to the cadre to warn of the surprise attack. May they find my key and dispatch the Ing who killed me. Only then will my final rest be peaceful. Got another structure here. This is the same purification system. Unit will not function without major repairs. Let's see. So it looks like there's a gate blocking these two doors out of the room. So and there's a bridge that's kind of down right now. There are some enemies down here in the water. These are hidlings. Aquatic miniature herd animal. Targets travel in large swarms. Contact with targets may cause minor damage. These guys are really good for replenishing ammo and health if you need it. Hidlings are small water dwellers. They travel in packs for safety, roaming the water in search of bits of food. Their only defense is a bite, though their small teeth are sharp enough to pierce metal. So before we actually go forward through the only door available to us, there is a save point here. I'm going to refill on dark beam ammo. Or not dark beam, light beam ammo. And I will save, and I think I'm going to cut the episode out here. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. I've been redxparasite, signing out.